Hello, guys. Again, good morning. Sorry for that technical difficulties, but let's proceed. Walang makakapigil sa atin for today. It's really, again, a privilege to be spending the mornings with you, all of you. My name is Jelson Sales, in market recruiter from the Philippines. And of course, as what I mentioned already, if you're a K-12 graduate, kung saang industry ka man you belong to, there's definitely a program that really suits for you. It can be either educational advancement or career progression, not only here in the Philippines, but use that progression in Canada. Study in Canada, you stay there, you work there, and definitely the aim of every Filipino is to succeed there. Um, which I think it's a lot of our kababayans really right now are going to Canada, and that would be through study pathway. So let me just inform you kung saan ba kami located. We are in the city of Hamilton. Okay? If you notice, yung city namin is one of the 52 cities of Ontario. So Ontario is a province, one of the largest province in Canada. I-showcase ko lang agad-agad um, what Hamilton City is, yung mga achievements namin. Hamilton ranks number one for hospitals in Canada. Kasi marami kasi mga hospitals and yung mga cancer centers in the area sa city of Hamilton. So nagta-thrive talaga yung healthcare industry sa Hamilton City. It was even tweeted by the mayor himself of the city of Hamilton, that's Fred Eisenbarger. Um, Also, if you check there, kasi yung Hamilton has a lot of Filipinos there already. But existing Filipinos in Hamilton, mga 12,000 plus Filipinos living, working, and studying all together in the city of Hamilton. In fact, yung Tagalog language natin, yung Filipino language natin, is even considered as widely popularly spoken in the city of Hamilton. So, naglalakad ka lang sa park, namamalengke ka, tapos may narinig ka, may mga nagtatagalog because that's so diverse ang culture ng Hamilton. So, you won't feel homesick. Bakit ka pa ma-homesick kung naririnig mo na din lang naman mga nagtatagalog sa palibot mo, feels like home. At the same time, you can also eat Filipino food because there's also a lot of the Filipino restaurants and other nationality restaurants as well. So it's very diverse, multicultural. So definitely this is a perfect place for you. Kasi yung Hamilton is also called as it has a lot of nicknames. Tinatawag siyang um, Steel Town, the Hammer, a city of waterfalls, and a lot, and also um, when it comes to different industries na available there, hindi lang healthcare. There are a lot of various industries present in the city of Hamilton. What does it mean? Of course, yung Ontario itself is one of the best provinces in Canada that people can live and work. Mainly because life there is much more easier, and for residents, it's easy for them to find different job opportunities. Yan ang importante kapag pumili ka ng city na pag-aaralan mo sa Canada. First, select a province. Go for Ontario. At the same time, select Hamilton because Hamilton, that's where our main campus, that's where Mohawk College is. So isa-isahin ko yung mga points na yon kung bakit kailangan mo piliin yung Hamilton. That's where our campus is, Mohawk College. Um, so basically, when it comes to the cost of living, because that's very important, no? The cost of living. All right. It's considered kasi ang Hamilton is one of Canada's largest, one of the biggest industrialized cities ng Canada in Ontario. Uh, when it comes naman sa cost of living, very important factor yon if you're an international students, if you're planning to study in Canada. All right. So generally speaking, Hamilton City, the cost of living there is cheaper compared to Vancouver, Calgary, Regina, Winnipeg, Ottawa, and Toronto. For specific case comparison lang, I was able to use Toronto. Iko-compare ko ngayon yung mga bilihin, ang mga rentahan ng bahay, because that's very important. Accommodation is a number one big factor if you are looking for a place to study in Canada. First, for example, if you're planning to buy for a 1 kilo of meat, right? Um, yung 1 kilo, pag binili mo yan sa Hamilton, it costs you $16. But if you're planning to buy that, yung 1 kilo of beef sa Toronto, that's $20. So, makakatipid ka ng 25%. Sa kilo of meat pa lang yan ha. And of course, yung rental, okay? If you're planning to find for room for rent, house for rent, or either you're going to find a place for your family, let's do a comparison now, okay? So yung cost of living sa Hamilton, makakahanap ka ng mga 450 to 550. For example, may bahay na pinaparentahan, that's like 1,000 Canadian dollars yung rent. Hindi divide nyo nga yung tatlo na yan kasi house room for roommate eh. So of course, you'll divide the utility bill. So mga roughly 450 to 550. Um, when you are going to find for a place accommodation in Toronto, mahirapan ka makahanap ng 450 to 550 because that would cost you like 750 and above to 1,000. And that's proven already because I have friends who are living in Toronto and other areas as well. Na ay oo nga no, mas mura talaga sa Hamilton no, yung rental pa lang. All right? So overall, for example lang yun na yung cost of living 25% lower yung cost of living sa Hamilton, and yung food and entertainment 20% less expensive than Toronto. So that's number one, cost of living. Number two, mode of transportation. Is it accessible ba ang campus nyo? Or kailangan pa ba maglakad siya ng milya-milya para makadating sa Hamilton downtown? Well, sa case ng Mohawk College campus and the city of Hamilton itself, we're able to create a Hamilton HSR bus transit um, that operates in the entire city. So it has 59 bus routes that it operates as early as 5 a.m. to as late as 1 a.m. So what does it mean? If you're an international student, paglabas mo ng campus ng Mohawk College, andyan na yung bus na naghihintay sa'yo or depende sa schedule. Mache-check mo naman yan sa app nila eh. They have their own app. It can be Google or Apple, okay, Apple Store. So it operates as early as 5 a.m. as late as 1 a.m. the following day. So transportation is very important because if you planning to work, which you are allowed, by the way, by the government as an international students to work 20 hours per week during may pasok. So that means travel ka from your employer to your school to your accommodation, very accessible because there are 59 bus routes that would help you transport from one place to another. Okay, so overall, cost of living, a minimum rate wage lang naman sa Ontario is 14.35. And kung isi-spend mo yung pera mo sa Toronto or other cities in Ontario, talagang konti lang mabibili mo dahil sa medyo mahal ang bilihin compared to if you're going to spend that Canadian dollar in Hamilton, medyo mas stretch mo yan. If you're a mother o isa kang ina, pwede mo talagang mas stretch yan eh para sa pangangailangan ng inyong family. Or if you're a single student, of course, you can stretch it out. Pwede mo pa maibili yan ng mga ibang grocery items. Okay? So, and in a way, medyo makakatipid ka kahit papano. Now, moving forward on the next slide. So, what will happen to you if you are going to graduate um, in if your life after you finish your program in Mohawk College. A lot. Don't be concerned about it because Ontario is really a perfect place to study. And if you are a graduate and if you are taking a skilled program, which we do offer by the way, and you're able to find a skilled job, you can always apply for PR, and either it can be Canadian Express Experience class, or it can either be Ontario Immigration Nomination program. So, pero generally, the city government of Hamilton welcomes and encourages international students to stay and work in Canada after graduation. Kasi in sa Hamilton pa lang, there are it would not be a struggle for you to find part-time jobs. In fact, I was able to check several um, job sites in Canada, and one of them is Indeed. So I was able to check that there are work for part-time jobs for international students like HR assistant, or it can be either a clerk, or it can be cashier, CSR, part-time crew. It can either be data entry. It can be a warehouse associate or cargo handler, which boom kasi yung logistics talaga because e-commerce in the rise. And of course, a personal shopper, which I was able to find that job opportunity. I was intrigued, ano kaya yung personal shopper na yan. Now, for the life in Hamilton, after you graduate, Hamilton is a perfect place for you to build your career, or either to raise your family, yung kasama mo yung pamilya mo or yung dalawa mong anak or children mo, and also a best place for you to be part of the community. Okay. One of the good things also, ito mga small trivia and tidbits lang about Hamilton. That as what I've said, it's one of the oldest, hindi to baguhan na city because talagang maraming, hindi lang healthcare industry ang nagka-thrive dyan. Iba-iba ring industries. Okay? So, as a Filipino, alam ko naman na um, all of you who are watching right now comes from different industries. So definitely I'm going to share to you ano mga programs ang in-offer namin sa inyo. Trivia lang ha, I'm sure you've heard already about Tim Hortons, no? But do you know that yung first branch nila is in Hamilton, right? So this is a really good trivia because um, it was like founded in 1964. And of course, we have water fountains na was created by the city government of Hamilton. Itong mga yung 98 outdoor drinking water na to is potable. So if you are walking in the city or in the garden, if you're trailing, walking, jogging, just bring an empty bottle and just refill it, and presto, you'll have your clean potable water. Yeah, trivia lang din. I know that during this pandemic, maraming nangyari, 'di ba? Talagang tinest talaga, especially yung mga third world countries talagang nahirapan. At hindi lang third world countries, talagang pati yung mga industrialized countries, talagang mga advanced countries like Canada, wala naman sigurong countries ang hindi talaga apektado because of the pandemic. But then I just would like to share to you that in Canada, apektado din naman sila. Hindi na bang hindi? But when it comes to Hamilton, okay, it was shown on the records that Hamilton has at least one of the lowest unemployment rate. Medyo least affected siya of the pandemic. In fact, it's only 4.6%. Yung iba dun ang taas ng unemployment rate nila. So that means that for an international students, it would be comforting for you to know that in fact, medyo tumaas pa nga yung workforce labor ng Hamilton during pandemic. Okay? Of course, that we've discussed already about the city, which is sobrang lapit lang namin sa Toronto. And of course, an hour away lang from Buffalo, New York. So may mga kamag-anak kayo, 45 minutes lang by plane. Pak, andyan ka na sa US or sa Toronto. Or if you're by car, which is also naman because they have very organized and extensive and convenient expressways, walang traffic. So it's less than an hour from Hamilton to Toronto. Nasa yeah, Toronto ka na. And you can visit your relatives or anywhere, any parts. Kasi meron namang mode of transportation available and meron din kami mga expressways that travel from one cities and to other, one provinces. Okay. So, yes, Mohawk College. So, we have our slogan, our motto actually, that really that says there, become future ready at Mohawk. And I'm sure, let me just show you the main campus that we have, taken to by the drone. Okay, just to capture the beauty of our main campus. So let me play that to you. There. So one word, breathtaking. Okay. Uh, Very beautiful. Right. That's the main campus of our Fennel campus. I'm going to introduce it more, provide you more information about the campus on the next slides, following slides. So who are we? Mohawk is established in 1966. That means we're more than 50 plus years already existing, delivering quality education, globalized quality education to Canadian nationals, and now, of course, to international students. So we are a government funded, most sought after government funded colleges in Ontario that specializes in healthcare, applied arts, or business, or skilled trades, or technology in the greater Toronto and Hamilton area. So we offer 2-year diploma, 3-year advanced diploma. It can either be a 1-year college certificate or 1-year college graduate certificate. Okay. And we've been already serving, enrolling, accepting our students comes from 90 plus countries around the world, and we are proud to say that with that we offer this, makes us an exceptional education destination for international students. Ito lang, gusto ko lang siya stress out. We are a designated learning institute, BLI, okay, to shorten. That means that we have permission from the provincial and territorial government to accept and issue a letter of acceptance to international students. And of course, our programs are very important again, are PGWP ready. So what does it mean? Kung makatapos ka ng 1-year program, allowed ka ng Canadian government to stay to work for 1 year. Kung makatapos ka ng 2-year college program, the Canadian government allows you to stay for 2 years to work full time, to obtain and to get that Canadian work experience. Okay. So I'm sure all of you are very interested, no, of getting that Canadian work experience kasi kahit papaano, dami mo, ang laki ng investment, talagang ang tuition fee, hindi biro. Pero kasi, there's a long-term reward naman kasi tayong that we have to see it at the end of the tunnel. Kasi 'di ba 'pag makatapos ka ng 1 year or 2-year program or 3-year program, you have corresponding postgraduate work permit that allows you to work and of course to recoup yung mga ginastos mo. That's part of it, yung reward, yung returns of investment. And of course, anything is possible because after your PGWP, you're on your road now to permanent residency. Okay? That can just be a possible scenario, which I think other Filipinos who've been there already in Canada are, uh, successfully able to do that as well. Now, I just like to highlight, I think I would really love to convince you why you should select Mohawk College. Mohawk College is the first college, not only in Ontario, but in Canada to offer co-op programs. So, what does it mean? That means that we are already offering co-op since 1970. The first, not only in Ontario, but in Canada. It means other schools, other colleges saw the curriculum inclusion and able to see the delivery that talagang na it's successful. So they were able also to incorporate it into their curriculum. Okay? May tinatanong nga ako mga estudyante na are currently doing their co-op. Sabi nila, ano ba masasabi mo sa co-op? Sabi niya, co-op is not just a job. It is an interview for your future. So, bilang estudyante, it allows you to network with employer community. And of course, as a Filipino, sinasabi ko lagi ito magpakitang gilas na kayo sa co-op pa lang. Kasi co-op is like a paid internship. It's like an OJT, equivalent word dito sa Philippines, to really perform. Magpakitang gilas ka. Kasi alam mo naman mga Pinoy, tayo talagang hindi tayo putyo-putyo pag magtrabaho. Talagang pulido at there's really dedication in what we do. During co-op, it allows you to market yourselves. You know, because you'll never know na after mo ng co-op, magustuhan ka ng employer, aba, malay mo, pwede ka i-hire on the spot, right? It is also an avenue for employers to discover qualified staff, you know, and hire potential and permanent employees. So during co-op, talagang merong matchmaking na nagaganap. Hindi lang every Valentine's Day yung matchmaking. It happens every co-op as well. Co-op program really helps you, as what I've said, gain Canadian work experience that is relevant to your program. Of course, kung kinuha mo yung business, of course, yung co-op mo related din sa business. 'Di ba? If you're into healthcare program, of course, yung co-op mo is also should be directly related to healthcare din na no work. Okay? I hope that makes sense, right? Obviously. That's how it works, right? So, Mohawk offers a broad range of cooperative education program to meet the needs of different areas of industries. So ayan, nakikita nyo sa screen nyo ngayon, di ba? Merong business, community service, merong skilled trades, merong technology, right? Example lang, let's try business accounting. Okay, that's a 2-year diploma, right? So it has a program options. I'll explain in a little bit why there's a word options. Okay. So for business accounting, it has 35 hours per week. That's equals to 14 weeks. Ang 14 weeks kasi palang 3.5 months yan eh. So total of 490 hours and 3.5 months, you have your co-op. It's a paid employment and it's part of the curriculum. However, there's a word optional. Kung ayaw mo naman ng co-op, okay lang din kasi gusto mo matapos na yung program mo at gusto mo uh, end na siya ng program mo kasi nakahanap ka na ng work and gusto mo start na siya ng PGWP mo, that's fine. That's okay. But of course, I always encourage my student, get mo na yung co-op. I know it's optional, but it include there already. Finish it after your third semester. It will be on your fourth semester. Para included siya sa resume mo that you're able to experience, you're able to undergo co-op or paid internship. Which I think majority naman ng mga Pilipino talagang kinukuha nila 'to. Kasi laking tulong 'to yung co-op kasi parang briefing 'to sa'yo, eh. Parang for you to set your expectations yung mga work standards, work setting, work culture in a certain Canadian company. So parang, yun nga, sabi ko, OJT talaga. Palang real setting in a real life situation. You are immersed in there, all right, to get that experience on whatever industry that you are enrolled. Okay. So we have, of course, again, as what I've said, walang co-op kung walang premium employers. So we need to have partner employers for us to deliver these co-op options. So ito yung mga partner co-op companies namin. As you can see there on your screen, we have Jerry, Hamilton Health Sciences, IBM, Aerospace, and of course yung Thrive Group. Okay? So I'll just gonna play a video para yung feedback lang ng premium employers namin. The name of the premium employers is Thrive Group. This is a non-profit charitable organization na that delivers co-op option sa Mohawk College. So let's play the video. We've joined forces with leading employers in the Hamilton region. Kapit kamay kami, kapit bisig with these premium employers for us to really deliver the program effectively for you to actively engage sa industry with community partners and for you to be job ready college graduates. Okay, right. One of the things that I would also present to you that why you should choose Mohawk College is when it comes to research, we're number four, ranked number four in Canada for 2020. Um, because Mohawk College is also heavily engaged in applied research. And in fact, sabi nga ng president namin na si Ron McCurley, that we really value the strength of our research teams with our industry partnerships and our commitment to really providing students with a future-ready education. What is this research? Sabi niyo, ang pakialam namin dyan sa research na yan. Aba, importante ang meron talagang research team in every company or whatever institution that is. Because that research team would either, able to find data of what's in, what's out, what's current, what's outdated when it comes to the program, what's curriculum na medyo in demand ngayon, or when it comes to the way we deliver service to students. These are all through research. And that way we can get the data, and from the data, from the research, we will be able to improve our service and provide relevant programs of the current situation right now. So ganun ka-importante ang research in every industry. One of the things that I'm also proud of that you should choose Mohawk if you're a Mother Earth warrior. Mohawk was awarded a gold star rating. It's a back-to-back win for Mohawk. It's a gold star rating. So if you're Mother Earth warrior who loves Mother Earth, this is for you because Mohawk College is the first college in the entire Ontario to be able to develop environmental management plan and effective implementation. Ulitin ko effective implementation. Hindi lang puro plano-plano. Okay? One of the things is we're able to reduce carbon footprints in our campus operations. We're able to install solar panels in our campuses, do waste management also, right? And in fact, isa sa mga vacant lot doon outside our main campus, the Fennel campus, we're able to turn that empty spaces into a pollinator garden from the root word pollen. Okay, that means more bees. It will able to more it pollinates more flowers, not more flowers, more fruits. Okay, in the area. So this is a project made possible the World Wildlife Fund Canada. Okay, so these are our efforts of really, getting back to Mother Earth and to be really conscious of the ongoing climate change that the world is experiencing right now. And this is a serious issue that we Mohawk really looks into and really have to ensure that that we are taking care Mother Earth. Of course, I would not end this presentation with a specific number, figures to you guys that I really need to convince you that why you should choose Mohawk by presenting to you the key performance indicators. This KPI, these are surveys mandated by the Ministry of Colleges and Universities. Um, it surveys, sino-survey nila yung mga estudyante, mga graduates, mga employers, to really measure the satisfaction with the program and sa school. All right. So when it comes naman to student satisfaction, Mohawk College ranks number one college for the student satisfaction in the Greater Toronto and Hamilton area 5 years in a row. And of course, 92% of the percentage of Mohawk graduates, yung mga graduates namin, they've decided to stay in Ontario province and able to contribute to the economy. Dahil siguro sa Ontario, solve na sila. They were able to find an employer that is relevant to the program na pinag-aralan nila. So I think, yeah, it's a good figure that they don't need really to lipat-lipat pa ng ibang province kasi sa Ontario, solved na sila. Of course, yung focus talaga ng Mohawk is committed to academic programming excellence. So we're able to ask the graduate yung satisfaction ng mga graduates namin. Majority of our graduates were very satisfied. And of course, one of the thing is yung satisfaction with up to date with the equipment, which is 86%. Mataas na yun kasi yung iba nga 70 plus lang. Okay? And of course, we've also surveyed yung mga graduates namin if they're able to find employment after they graduate. And 88.4% of them responded, yes, may mga trabaho na kami. Yes, which is slightly, itong 88.4% na to, is slightly higher above the provincial average ng Ontario, which is only 76%. What does it mean? That means definitely sa figures na yan, it would give you an idea, okay, kung makatapos ako ng work ko, ng program ko pala, sorry, ng schooling ko sa Mohawk, chances are makakahanap ako ng trabaho. As long as matyaga ako, as long as pursigido ako, as long as I widen my network, malabo na hindi ka makakahanap ng trabaho. Kasi pag Pinoy naman madiskarte, nakakahanap niya agad ng trabaho. And of course, the most important thing, we're able also to survey the employers. Of course, tatanungin mo rin yung mga employers. And 121 of our employers answered and able to provide um, feedback from our graduates, and 90.9% of them said that they were very satisfied with Mohawk graduates employees. Sabi nila, yes, we're very satisfied with your graduates. Alam nilang ginagawa nila. They're very competent, knowledgeable. At the same time, they really walk the talk. Hindi lang theory na alam mo lang. They really know the practical knowledge of what they've studied, and they were able to apply that sa current work nila. Kaya ang saya-saya ng mga employers because wow, ang galing ng mga graduates nyo. Talagang alam nila yung pinanggagawa nila. hindi sila parang lost. Okay? So again, this is our key KPI scores, and numbers don't lie. All right? These are the figures that Mohawk has been accomplishing these past few years. And of course, this the data here with the numbers that we have is it 2018 to 2019. This has grown already. So probably we've served already and educated close to 35,000 to close to 36. And international students namin from 90 countries already siguro close to 5,000 na yan or 5,500. And of course, currently, yung mga Filipinos ngayon na enrolled in Mohawk College is close to 150. So hindi po kayo nag-iisa, don't you worry. May mga growing na po yung Filipino student community ng Mohawk College. Now I'm going to present to you our campuses. Okay. So I'd mentioned, di ba, yung Fennel campus, that's our main campus, our mother campus. Majority of the programs are delivered there. Now we also have Stony Creek campus. Ito yung yung school na dinideliver diyan yung mga programs that uses large equipment and heavy machineries. Like for example, electrical engineering technician, gas and oil burner, heating, refrigeration, etc. Now, for Institute for Applied Health Sciences at Mcmaster, this is where we deliver um, our healthcare programs. What's good with this campus is you are inside. You're inside the very grounds of McMaster University, which is considered to be top 75 universities in the world. So malaki kasi yung McMaster University. Sa loob doon may sariling building yung Mohawk College wherein grabe yung mga state of the art and simulation labs and human anatomy, and of course yung um the facilities itself, it's really high tech in delivering healthcare programs. Okay. um So, if you'll ask, magkalapit lang ba yung tatlong yan? Of course, magkalapit lang. If by car, kung may friend ka sa ibang campuses, you can walk 30 minutes, or you can you're gonna drive it. That will be like 15 minutes away from each other. All right. So very accessible tong mga campus namin, ha. By bus, you can either by e-bike, you can either walk, or you can may mga I think mga meron din sila dun mga Grab or Uber. Okay? Alright. So one of the campuses also that we have that delivers specific program is the Center of Aviation Technology at Hamilton International Airport. Itong campus na to, it's inside the Hamilton International Airport. It was opened recently lang, last February 2021. Dito yung dinideliver yung mga programs namin such as aviation technician, aircraft maintenance, aircraft structures, or avionics. So, itong campus na to inside the Hamilton International Airport, we're able to to spend 19 million investment to really ensure that we deliver the programs, yung mga aircraft mechanics, to be at par with other schools, and really want to make sure that hands-on experiential learning, kasi nakapalibot sa yung mga eroplano, 'di ba? Talagang hands-on talaga yung learning mo of the program ng aircraft maintenance. And of course, we also have in Mississauga campus. As I've shown you in my previous slides, napabagitnaan yung Mississauga campus. Like Toronto, sa baba nun, Mississauga, tapos sa baba nun, Hamilton. So nasa gitna yung Mississauga campus. So yung travel time dito by car, Toronto to Mississauga or Mississauga to Toronto, it's only 30 minutes. Ganun lang kalapit by car. And if you want to visit Hamilton, Mississauga to Hamilton is 30 minutes. So nasa gitna siya. Kaya if you prefer to study near Toronto, we have a campus there in Mississauga campus, wherein majority of the programs delivered sa Mississauga naman is mga business programs, meron some naman na engineering programs. Of course, you can check the lists of our program. Andyan naman ang um, of course, yung Gateway to Canada na friends natin, partner natin to assist you and to provide you information kung ano yung mga programs dinideliver on specific campuses. Also, just a trivia, as just an FYI, of course, we offer bachelor's degree na started September 2021. Just in case kung gusto mo, of course, yung nga aviation, ito yung mga highlights namin that recently happened. And of course, we also have the 1+1 graduate certificate. Ang term kasi sa ibang school, sinatawag nila yung 1+1. Alright? But in our school, we call it Tweening Program. Okay. So when we say a tweening program, that means 1+1 = 2 that would qualify you for a 3-year PGWP. Yun lang naman ang habol for you to get the 3-year PGWP. Kasi we're able to get 2 graduate certificate. So this is only offered to college graduate to those who are bachelor's degree holder. So for example, how does it work ba? So yung first year mo, you can either select a program na college graduate certificate that would build your foundation. For example, international business management, or it can either be project management. On and your second year, you can either select a program na specialization na. It can either be supply chain management, or it can either be cybersecurity analytics or business analysis, etc. We have a specific website for that. And of course, Gateway to Canada would definitely provide you more information about the twinning programs that we offer, especially for May 2022 intake. All right. Now, kung gusto mo naman ng 1 year lang na program, wala nang pilitan. That's fine. You can get a 1-year college graduate certificate. And after 1 year, you'll get your postgraduate work permit, wherein you can work full time for 1 year. Right. And of course, we have university pathway just in case pag matapos mo yung diploma mo, advanced diploma, we have university agreements from either different countries just in case if you're interested na mag-aral pa na mag-aral, we have partner agreements with the US, Ireland, Scotland, and United Kingdom. Okay? Just an FYI lang. Pero mostly mga Pinoy, pag matapos nila yung diploma nila or advanced diploma nila, nagpo-proceed na agad sila sa PGWP. Now, of course, we have several areas of study. Okay, we have business, communication arts, community services, health, technology, skilled trades, and preparatory studies. We have 175 industry relevant programs to choose from. That it will really prepare you to be hashtag future ready. However, only 110 programs lang po available for international students. Okay? And of course, I'm not gonna discuss yung entire 110 because we don't have enough time. But of course, you can check that in our website, mohawkcollege.ca. What's good with our website is this can really be the one-stop shop, the source of truth, of information. You can get every information that you need. This is a well-designed and functional website. User-friendly na rin siya, optimized ready for your mobile smartphone devices kasi most of us are using naman smartphones right away. So if you access this now sa website, sa phone nyo, mohawkcollege.ca, and you type there a certain keyword, like for example, you wanted to know more about business programs, lalabas yung mga business programs. And if you select a specific program, it will show you their information that you need, the program highlights, mga important dates, work and learning outcomes, kung ano magiging trabaho nyo, sa industry, anong work nyo maging after you finish that program. Of course, yung tuition fee for international students, your course duration, gaano katagal, anong mga units ang kukunin nyo on your first sem, second sem, third sem, or fourth sem, or depende kung gaano kahaba yung program. And have a glance of the course structure. And of course, yung entry requirements that you need to know. It's all in there. It's easy to also to understand. Of course, if you need more guidance, andyan naman yung gateway to Canada. All right, let's proceed now. Very briefly lang i-discuss ko yung mga popular programs. For example, in business program, you know, taking a business program, it can actually be kahit sino pwedeng kumuha ng business program eh. Because all of us has different reasons. And of course, you know, um, kahit anong industry ka pa, meron talagang negosyo yan eh. So, if for example, you want to study the business program because you wanted to know the operational efficiency of an organization. So, ang sagot, business program. You wanted to establish a business in the Philippines. Ang sagot, take a business program. Or you can either you wanted to lead an entrepreneurial venture or take charge of the family business. Business programs ang sagot. So kahit anong industry ka, talagang may business part component talaga that you really need to study about its operations and how to improve the business. So this is for you. So wala siyang sinasaklaw na specific dito ka lang. Itong industry lang pwedeng kumuha dito. That's not how it works when it comes to business program. Of course, we have a certificate and graduate certificate as what I've mentioned. All of these are 1 year lang. Okay. Yung length niya. Um, but of course, some of them are delivered, available for September, January, May, and September. Now, we don't have culinary. So yung sagot namin dyan na program is tourism. This is a 2 year diploma. Fully accredited to and endorsed ng Canadian Travel Agency sa. And of course, going back to certificate and graduate certificate, as what I've mentioned, all of these really are 1 year program. So if you're a college graduate, you may either consider taking our graduate certificate. Also, we have 3 year advanced diploma. So if you're into digital marketing, which is very popular nowadays, the arise of the digital marketers during pandemic, this could be for you, the advertising and marketing communications management. You may consider that program. All right, so that's our business programs and of course our healthcare programs. So delivering these programs are really experiential and hands-on training at our healthcare facilities, and you gain specialized skills in state-of-the-art simulation labs. And of course, there's a clinical and um, experience for that for you. Okay. For example, the personal support worker, that's just a 1 year college certificate. What's good with this, yung field placement mo is delivered in a home care or parang bahay kalinga or home for the aged dito sa Philippines. So you really focus on the long-term care, small class lang, 25 students, and you focus on gerontology by working with older adults. Okay? Yung early childhood education, I'm calling all to all teachers. This is for you. You might consider this career progression in Canada. And of course, yung educational advancement. This is a 2 year diploma. So what's good with this is it helps you to really mold and shape the minds of young children na kasalalay sa inyo yung of course yung future ng mga batang to. Um, don't you worry because the faculty and staff will be able to provide you included na sa program yung practicum and field placement. Okay? So you don't have to worry about that. Of course, we also have Canadian Healthcare for foreign trained professionals. So this program is really designed for internationally educated healthcare professionals dito sa Pilipinas. So if you're a licensed nurse, licensed dentist, physiotherapist, licensed pharmacist, or if you're licensed doctors, medical radiation therapists, this program is for you. It has a service learning placement of 70 hours. So magtatanong kayo, paano yun? Ano na ako, licensed nurse na ako dito eh. Baka downgrade. Yan ang pinapakuha mo sa akin. Hindi po ito downgrade, ma'am. Kasi yung curriculum nitong program na 'to will help you and understand the requirements of gaining your license to practice as a healthcare professionals in Canada. It will also provide you, connect you with supporting information and requirements for health professional regulatory board body licensing of Ontario. Kasi bawat province, iba-iba yung regulatory bodies requirements for nurses, for doctors. So with this program, it will, you know, um, experience you to really um, immerse into a local Canadian healthcare setting. Okay? Kasi hindi naman agad-agad yun, sabi ko nga, nurse ka dito, hindi naman pwede agad nurse ka doon agad din sa Canada. So it's a step-by-step process to finally get your license. But first of all, having a 2-year diploma of Canadian healthcare for foreign trained professionals, it's a stepping stone for you to find an employer after uh, finishing the program. We also have office admin health or office admin in general. So kung gusto mo yung parang hindi toxic, yung parang nasa toxic pa din naman siguro kahit receptionist ka because of course you'll be able to develop and understand the medical office practices, yung mga terminology, yung medical records. Of course, yung function lang naman is to help you provide, um, what they call this support to the nurses. Yun naman talaga yung ano natin yung goal mo, yung function ng job mo as a office admin, right? Of course, we have practical nursing. If you notice, there's a general care ko. Naka-yellow yun yung mga cardiovascular technology, occupational therapist, physiotherapist. These are really in demand. It's a very competitive program pero wag mo mawalan ng pag-asa. Kasi ang Pinoy nangunguna talaga. Kasi yung kailangan kasi dito medyo mataas man kahit konti yung grade mo sa science or biology can be 80, 80 or 85. And there's a separate committee that really looks into the academic performance of the applicants. So this a program is available in January and September and the processing time is medyo mahaba so pwede na mag-apply ngayon for September 2022 intake which definitely the gateway to Canada will assist you on that. We also have uh, the OTATA. Yan. This is also a great program. This is a 2-year diploma in collaboration with Physiotherapy Education Accreditation Canada. And of course, itong program na to in demand din, as what I've said. We also have recreation therapy. It's a 2-year diploma. It will help you handle individuals na may mga disabilities. Health and Wellness and Fitness, it's a 2-year diploma. Anyone's working here in a health and fitness industry, this is for you because you'll study this program to implement exercise programs and nutritional plans and wellness strategies. If you're a if you're a therapist, massage therapist, dito lang naman sa Pilipinas yung medyo, ay, massage, nila lang. Pero dito sa Canada, talagang they really um, value this profession. And it's really a respected profession, itong massage therapist. It's a 3-year diploma because what's good with this, after you finish the program, we'll take the exam for you to become a registered massage therapist. And it's included in the program. It will help you. That will be your career path. And of course, we also have pharmacy technician. This is a 2-year diploma. If you notice, merong IELTS. Dalawa lang naman na program talagang kailangan talaga IELTS talaga or TOEFL. Hindi accepted yung Duolingo. Dalawa lang, massage therapy and pharmacy technician because they are um, talagang yung body that allows this to be delivered are talagang they really require student applicants to be have at par when it comes to the English language. So importante talagang IELTS lang. Right. Also, we also have community pharmacy assistant. This is a 1-year college certificate. If you want to put up your own drugstores or get to know more about the real pharmacy setting, yung legislation niya, or dispensing um, prescriptions, drug inventory, etc. And of course, yung mental health, talagang in Canada, um, they really value mental wellness of each people, Canadian nationals, of course, the people living there. In fact, do you know that um, autism spectrum disorder is a neurodevelopmental disorder that affects 1 in 66 individual in Canada. So, of course, you might consider this taking this program. It's a 1 year um, for the autism and behavioral science and other mental health programs. You might other consider that. There's a lot of in demand nowadays. At maybe because of the pandemic, the times is very challenging. So they really need more workers who are specializing in mental health. Okay. The reason why health programs are very strong in Mohawk, hindi na secret to ha, because you notice merong logo dyan in my screen, Hamilton Health Sciences. That's one of our premium partners ha. Long-term partnership na kami sa Hamilton Health Sciences. Wherein they were able to, over the years, hire more than 350 graduates. Yung mga graduates namin talagang they keep on hiring and hundreds of co-op and work placements every year. So if you are, as international students, who are able to finish this health programs, siguro naman di ka na mahihirapan maghanap ng trabaho. Nakapalibot sa'yo mga hospitals sa Hamilton. And of course, may partnership pa kami sa Hamilton Health Sciences. Okay? So again, these are only in-demand programs. May mga programs pa kami for health programs. You may consult, of course, um, you may consult TIN for Gateway to Canada. Right. So we also have, if you notice in your screen right now, let's proceed to engineering and technology program. We have biotech technology and biotechnology also. Both of these are 2-year diploma. If you notice, may naka-asterisks. These programs have co-op options. All right. So yung biotechnology health refers to pharmaceutical, biologic, genetic, clinical. So if you're a K-12 graduate, at least you don't know pa kung ano pang gusto mong route or yung career mo, no? So at least we have various programs to offer. So that's why I'm trying to briefly discuss popular programs that we can offer kasi baka magustuhan mo, di ba? Or if you are into this industry already, definitely you can apply for this. Kasi iba naman yung education ng Philippines and also Canada. Okay? So sa Philippines kasi, as what I understand, um, um, it will getting this program, it will be help you more globally competitive, and the programs are delivered more on hands-on, more on experiential learning. That means less theory, more practical application. Now for biotechnology health, as what I've said, this explores food processing. Okay. Now for chemical engineering technology, this is a 3-year diploma, anything to do with pharmaceuticals, food, beverages, computer engineering technician. It can either be computer engineering technology that ties together automation and robotics. We also have programs for architects. It can either be architectural technician, which is either a 2-year diploma. It focuses on building designs and detailing. Now, for architectural technology, this is a 3-year diploma specialized in building design or construction. Okay. Now, skill trades. Now, you would agree with me that skill trades is not only for men nowadays. It can also be for women. This is a program that anybody is whatever sexes you are into. This is definitely for you. All right. So we have construction engineering techniques. 1 year siya. Anything to do with gas and oil burner, heating and refrigeration, or what's good with this skill trades, it's considered skill level B siya. So it's a technical jobs and skill trades. Talagang basta if you are more familiar with the classification of jobs, this is considered as skill level B, right? Now, Hopefully, briefly, I was able to present to you our programs. But of course, Gateway to Canada is there to present to you more options pa po ng mga programs namin. As what I've said, 110 programs. And these are the popular programs for Pinoys last year. Um, just very quickly ha, there's a labor shortage ngayon sa Canada, yung mga healthcare workers, which has created the largest opportunities for international students and professionals to hopefully take one of these health programs, right? And of course, in fact, Canada has been receiving a lot of international students coming from the Philippines. And of course, yung supply chain management, 'di ba? Coming na naman ngayon yung e-commerce is really on the rise. Coming is yung 11/11. Ayoko nang banggitin kung ano yung online shopping network na yon. But in Canada, medyo in demand yung Amazon Canada. They're looking for more workers for anything to do with in the field of logistics. So you might either consider that kasi there will be, of course, more job opportunities. That was even announced by Amazon Canada. So, of course, let's proceed now to our tuition fee. As what I've said, hindi naman po kami ang pinakamahal, hindi rin po kami ang pinakamura. Okay? But definitely, you'll get your money worth. Okay, the tuition fee includes already the compulsory ancillary fees, ranging from 16,190 to 21,000 Canadian dollars, depending on one program. That's for 1 year na po. So kapag dinivide mo yung divided by 2. For example, yung 16,000 um 190, that would parang that would be 8,000 to 9,000 Canadian dollars. Included na po yung health insurance dyan ha, which is mandatory. It's from guard.me. And of course, if you are an international student, dala mo yung asawa mo at anak mo, you have the option to add your dependents. So if you know what, at least hindi lang ikaw yung protected, hindi lang yung ikaw yung may peace of mind, covered din ng health insurance yung pamilya mo because may option ka to add them as your dependents. Malaking bagay yon, definitely. Now, who can enroll? As what I've said yung sa intro ng presentation ko, anybody is welcome. Really, it can be either old curriculum, new curriculum, if you're a K-12 graduate, or if you're a college graduate na walang work pa ngayon, or if you're a college graduate with a thriving career or profession in a certain industry, or you are an undergraduate and has a current job right now, or kahit wala kang job, there's always be a place for you here in Mohawk College, right? So we have intakes, as what I've said, open na po yung May 2022 intakes namin. Coordinate po kayo sa Gateway to Canada so that they can provide you the perfect option, perfect program that perfectly suits for you. Or depende kung ano ba yung gusto mo sa career mo, kung ano ba gusto mo sa buhay mo, gusto mo mangyari in Canada, definitely. And also September 2022 intake, pwede na po, somehow we are opening the application already. Now for English requirements, I'm sure yung May 2022 intake namin, we're accepting Duolingo, and currently there's no IELTS needed for selected schools. So I need you really to contact Gateway to Canada kasi baka yung mga schools nyo na yon are exempted na pala kayo for IELTS. So please consult or contact Gateway to Canada for you to you'll be assisted by that. They'll give you a specific information. All right. So aside from the English requirements, definitely if you're interested, good news is recently, last October, Mohawk College launches online application. So, bahala na po si Gateway to Canada to assist you to launch your application online na po. So, how does it work? Of course, submit your consult first. Gateway to Canada, definitely. Malay nyo meron silang suggestion na the program for you. If you have in mind already and you're really sure na itong gusto mo, o define, that's good. It's good for you kasi you're already determined to get that program. Of course, they will submit your application sa portal ng Mohawk and you are required to pay for the $100 application fee. And at the same time, once you do that, you'll receive an offer of admission. And on the of admission, it will specify there kung ano yung gusto mong program and intake. For example, May 2022 for Business General. And on that offer admission, it states there you need to accept the offer and need to settle the tuition fee deposit of 2,200. Okay. So of course, once you do that, you will we will issue you a letter of acceptance, which you're going to use that in your study permit application. So sa letter of acceptance there would specify kung kailan yung due date mo, yung deadline mo for the remaining balance of your first semester tuition fee. Nagbayad ka na ng tuto eh, di ba? For example, kung tuition fee ng first semester is 8,000 minus tuto, so that would like be like parang mga mahina ako sa math, pasensya na. So that would be like 5,800. Okay? Parang ganun na lang yung balance mo. Alright? At least hindi isang bagsakan na bayaran mo ng buong 8,000 kasi ang bigat naman yun. At least there are certain deadlines to meet after you receive your offer of admission in 20 days, settle the tuition fee of 2,200, and yung remaining balance, nakaspecify naman dyan sa letter of acceptance. Most likely, the deadline would state there like 2 months before the start of the intake. So kung May ka nag apply um, by March, yung deadline mo ng remaining balance. Somehow like that. All right. So yeah, Gateway to Canada will definitely assist you. But of course, it's not all about studying. Ano ba yung ino-offer ng Mohawk College to you as a support as an international student? Alam ko challenging maging international students ha, not unless if the school really provides you all the assistance that you need to grow, to thrive as an international student. For example, you have questions or concerns about permits and visas. We really have a separate staff that would assist you on that matter. For academic support also, we have peer peer-to-peer support to help you pass the grades kung medyo nahihirapan ka. If for housing naman, may mga options naman eh. You can either meron naman kaming on-campus housing sa Penal campus. So that's like para mga 8,000 plus with food na yon. Pero kung madiskarte kang Pinoy, pwede ka naman maghanap ng mga room for rent, house for rent para makatipid. Okay, kasi meron dong mga uh, Facebook group ng mga Mohawk students na naghahanap ng ka-roommate or ka-housemate. So hati-hati kayo sa rental and of course sa mga utility bills. So medyo makakatipid ka. All right. So if you have mahina ka sa math, we provide support. Mahina ka magsulat, we provide support. And of course, kung nahihirapan ka maghanap ng mga part-time jobs, kahit may mga Indeed, Monster, Glassdoor, or LinkedIn, of course, we conduct webinars and we provide resources for you to be able to help you your job search for part-time jobs in the Hamilton area. Kasi meron naman kaming mga uh, on-campus jobs na ino-offer din namin sa mga international students. Now, for awards and scholarship, we don't offer entrance scholarship kasi alam ko may ibang school nag-o-offer sila pero one time, big time lang. Kasi the good thing is if you're already a Mohawk College student who is taking you're studying your first semester, taasan mo yung grade mo. Of course, definitely. Because once the end of your first semester, once you get a good grades or a high grades, you can apply for academic merit scholarship and apply for a scholarship on your second sem. Or it can either be a leadership scholarship or athletic scholarship. So it depends. So as what I've said to Filipinos, study hard para you can avail of the scholarship. All right. So it's not a one time, big time lang. Anything is possible there. Once you just study hard, of course, there is a corresponding reward. Apply and get that scholarship. Sayang din mababawas sa tuition fee nyo ha. All right. So we really have an international square that assists our international students all of these concerns and other concerns as well, right? So that's why we really wanted to give superior student support. All right, so nakita nyo naman yung video kanina, di ba, sa slides? Ang ganda ng place, di ba? It's like 15-minute walk lang from that place to the campus. At least I'm showing it to you para at least you have the idea already. So what's a good thing is if you are a Mohawk student, automatically you are a Mohawk student association member ka na. Though this MSA is like parang your best friend on campus. This association will welcome your input and influence through student representation and governance. Do you remember your college days or high school days? Di ba meron tayong mga student council? Meron din sa Mohawk. Okay, these are called Mohawk Students Association. So aside from that, ano man mga support binibigay nila? For example, career closet. Pupunta ka sa isang interview, wala kang damit, wala kang dress, wala kang gown, papahiramin ka nila. Okay? That's a good help pa kahit papano. And of course, if you're planning to get a second hand car or home insurance, we have affiliation and partnership. At least kahit papaano you can get discounts. Legal counseling sa visa mo, sa PGWP mo, and of course, we have pinaka-importante, the bus pass. Wherein, if you are a Mohawk student, you be issued by this association by a bus pass. That means only ride ka during pag may pasok. So, laking bagay matitipid mo because free transportation ka. It will transport you from the school to your employer to your place. Okay. So, yeah, they will issue you their only bus pass which will be provided to you kapag andun ka na sa Canada. And of course, one of the best thing is during pandemic, so medyo during the time hirap lumabas, we also have food bank. All right? And we're in this association would deliver food to you kapag medyo naubusan ka ng pagkain, emergency food banks. And of course, we have different what they call this different um, networks and associations sa school wherein that you can really take advantage of. For example, we have um, uh, planting association for you who is a plantito or plantita. We also have bloggers group, and different groups and associations. It's very important to join these groups, no? Kasi it would broaden your networks and widen your horizon. Kasi minsan magsasabi, "Oy, naghahanap dito ng work, may part-time job. Are you available?" So kesa naman na mag-isa ka, wala kang affiliations to any of this membership, so talagang maliit lang mundo mo. So dapat palawakin mo ang mundo mo if you are in Canada. Because the more connections that you have, the more networks that you have, the more ka makahanap ng mga part-time jobs in the future. All right? So, of course, we have different jobs there and activities that would spice up your life. As what I've said, here at Mohawk, we study hard, we play harder. We really want our students to really become global citizens and become leader in their chosen field. So this is like a short summary of your possible journey. This is not really more of a destination, but take it as a journey, no? One step at a time para hindi ka ma-overwhelm. And take the first step. Kasi minsan sa atin, a lot of us already have the desire to really go to Canada, pero napapanghinaan tayo ng loob. But if you just think one step at a time, definitely you'll get there. So it's more of a journey. And of course, definitely for Mohawk College, and of course for as a school, we will support you. And of course, andyan naman yung gateway to Canada to support you with your visa applications, right? Um, So definitely yung atmosphere ngayon sa campus, we're getting back to normal, and the delivery of the programs are sometimes online. Eh kapag may mga subjects are delivered should be face to face, i-provide naman yung timetable nyo before kayo mag-umpisa dun, a month before the start of your intake para makapili kayo ng schedule nyo. And the same time, um, hopefully by January next year, full blast na the students will be needed to go back to the campus kasi right now it's only 50%, okay, due to COVID considerations. So I'm just gonna play this very quickly. The life of Filipino international students in Mohawk? All right. Let's just go back and let's just play that.
Kapag wala kaming deadline, dito lang kami sa cafeteria, ganito lang mga ginagawa namin. Nanonood kami ng Tweening Program.
Ayan, sumasakay sila sa bus papuntang campus. Di ba very accessible? Ayan. These are real students of Mohawk College or enroll, and they are showing you kung paano mag-commute. Commute is life daw on the way. So very accessible So lalo na pag taglamig, ay ang hirap ng commute. Buti na lang may bus. There, baba mismo sila sa harap.
So it's currently
Oh.
1:40 p.m. and kakababa lang namin galing ng bus. Bus 33 papuntang school. So ang start ng class namin ay 2. Tara, samahan nyo kami.
O, samahan
Mag-aral.
natin sila. O yan, bus stop niya, nakita nyo. Baba sila mismo sa in front of the campus.
Welcome to Mohawk College! Samahan nyo muna kami sa class namin and
Ayan.
sa araw namin ito. Ayun, nandito na kami sa H-Wing. Yung klase namin ngayon is Financial Foundation. So, math yun. O, dugo. So, ito yung room namin. Yung room na. Mag-aaral na.
Ayan.
A lot of boring math later.
At dahil tapos na ang class namin, punta kami ngayon sa, hulaan niyo kung saan. Sa cafeteria, kasi gutom na kami. Kain na naman kami. Kasi wala kami pera pambili kasi ang mahal ng pagkain. Yeah. Nagbabaon lang kami tuwing kapag maaga yung pasok namin. Tuesday, Friday. Yeah. So, pero dahil 2 p.m. ang start ng klase namin, hindi na kami nagbaon. Ang meron lang kami ay chichirya. Pero kumain na kami sa bahay ng lunch. Nandito si Tito Parts ng sopas! Hanap muna tayo ng upuan bago tayo kumain, syempre. Ito ang cafeteria ng Mohawk. Pwede tayong kumain sa labas. Kung gusto nyong maarawan. Pero kung ayaw nyo naman na malamigan, dito kayo sa loob. Kasi dito kung saan mataas ang upuan. Madalas,
Ayan guys, so just wanna show you the snippets of it. Ang saya nila, di ba? Ang laki ng cafeteria namin. Ayan, di ba nakita nyo? Kapag Pinoy talaga madiskarte para makatipid, kumain muna sila ng sopas. Pwede ka din magbaon. Pero actually, if you are a Mohawk College student, meron kayong card na parang discount card para pag bumili kayo ng mga fast food dyan na Subway or food na binibenta sa cafeteria, may discount naman kayo. So student fun, student life as a Mohawk College is full of fun and excitement, and the same time you'll definitely grow as a person, as an individual. So definitely, I would invite you all to really study in Canada, work globally, and of course, express your interest now. Send your inquiries and questions to Gateway to Canada. All right. So as what I've said, do not think of it as an expense, but it is a long-term investment for you and your family. Kahit pandemic, kasi marami na mga Pinoy ngayon ang nakapunta na ng Canada. If you watched YouTube and their vlogs, they try to vlog their travels from Manila or from Manila to Canada. So whether you want a promotion, change your careers, or fulfill a family or personal dream, Mohawk can get you there. Of course, definitely will. There's a program that's waiting for you. And if there's one thing that is admirable of being a Filipino, no, is that we are very determined and we have this will to stand up and rise above all adversities and trials. Resilient kaya tayo. Kaya kahit pandemic ngayon, aba, ang daming mga Pilipino ang successfully we able to are now studying in Canada. So we believe really that no pandemic can stop us from reaching our dreams in life. Hindi ko sinasabing madali kasi parang kasi madali mo lang sabihin kasi sinasabi mo lang yan naman. Pero of course the reality, talagang it is really um it's not an easy pill to take. But of course, but when you look at it one step at a time, you'll be surprised that you are there already. You've reached your destination. So do not let anyone steal your dreams, not even COVID. Okay. So hopefully you'll choose Mohawk due to its the location, of course, accessible, and the city itself, Hamilton, has a lot of opportunities for you as an international students, and of course the superior student support that we give to our international students. So while you're narrowing down your short list of potential schools, make sure to include Mohawk College. And hopefully, we'll see you on the next intake, May 2022 or September 2022 or 2023 man yan. But hopefully, the sooner makapunta ka na sa Canada. And Gateway to Canada will be there to ask you, to assist you, I mean. So it's better to ask questions now than to remain ignorant. So open na yung mga questions namin. Huwag mahihiya. You've stayed long already. So ask questions. I and Tin will definitely answer those questions. For the ones who are blessed that are able to attend this as the opportunity for you to attend this webinar, Canada is calling for you. Hindi to parang out of the blue talagang naka-attend ka. It's parang destiny mo to really attend this one of these webinars. And Canada really welcomes you and wants you to stay through the study pathway. Capitalize on it, embrace mo yun, and of course, stay in Canada and live the dream. So again, maraming salamat po sa Gateway to Canada for this opportunity to spend the morning. Alam ko, I'm sure wag kayo magpagutom dyan. Pwede kayo kumain while listening to this webinar. And of course, you can watch this replay naman sa kanilang Facebook page ng Gateway to Canada. My name is Jocelyn Sales. And of course, a wonderful Saturday morning to all of you. Thank you so much for spending your precious time. And thank you, Tin, for this opportunity and more power to Gateway to Canada. Turning over to you, Tin.
Okay, thank you for very informative presentation, Sir Charleston. So right now, actually most of the questions in our Q&A box as well as in our Facebook inbox were already answered in your presentations, such as for the scholarships or for the program delivery right now in Mohawk College. But we have a few questions about the admission requirements for Mohawk College. So mainly, specifically, that will be your passport or your you need to also, if your school is included in the exempted IELTS, so you can provide English certificate as medium of instruction from your college or university, and then you need to also provide college diploma and transcript as well as your high school diploma and transcript. So that is the main admission documents that we will need for your application to Mohawk. Okay.
That's right. Yes.
Okay. We have a next question. Hi, I am both interested in taking up project management and supply chain management. I'm a graduate of BS and Business Administration, major in marketing, and is currently working as a channel sales officer here in the Philippines. I would like to know the pros and cons of both degree programs. Would you like to answer, Sir Johnson?
Yes. Ano nga yun? Project management and
supply chain management.
okay. So these programs are delivered in Mississauga and in Fennel campus. Now for supply chain management, this is a graduate certificate. Pwede na naman na isang program lang ang kukunin niyan. It's up to him. Now let's go first to supply chain management to answer the question para yung tuition fee na sinasabi niya. All right. This is a one-year college program, so that means 2 semesters ka lang. And as what I've said, in demand yung talaga yung e-commerce ngayon. So it would be great if you're able to finish the certificate kasi there's more job opportunities for you in the area. So supply chain management, for example, um, let me just check kasi maraming ang mga programs. So this is offered May 2022 intake. So pwede ka na mag-apply sa Gateway to Canada. Yung tuition fee, as what I've said, yung first sem nito is only 8,826 Canadian dollars. Pero hindi ito isang bagsakan. So you can either pay first the tuition fee deposit of 2,200 for November or December para by March, doon mo na isettle yung remaining balance mo ng tuition fee mo sa 8,826. So parang kuha na ako ng calculator para exact talaga.
Okay
8,826
lang yun, sir.
minus 2,200. Yung remaining balance na problemahin mo by March is 6,626. At least hindi mabigat. Alright? So, but the more information will be provided to you by Gateway to Canada.
Okay, thanks for that, Sir Charleston. Actually, I can't see any disadvantage naman in taking those programs kasi still business related pa rin naman siya and can definitely related siya doon sa iyong mostly for your job description or doon sa iyong ginagawa talaga or duties and responsibilities doon sa iyong current work. But mainly for the tuition fees, you can make staggered payments or installment payments as long as you can complete it before tayo makapag-lodge ng visa application kasi we recommend of course to settle 1-year tuition fee and then mag-open ng GIC account for the 1-year living expenses para at least ma-convince natin yung visa officer na you have the financial capability to study in Canada. And of course, it can benefit also yung inyong visa application kasi at least mas may high chance, of course, for the visa approval then.
That's right. Yes. Mhm.
Eh,
College graduate pa yun ang tanong.
yes po.
Okay.
College of Graduate of Business Administration po.
Okay. So pwede ka yung first sem mo, International Business Management, yung first year mo, tapos yung second year mo is Supply Chain Management. Okay? Pwede rin yan. Or gusto mo unahin yung Supply Chain Management, tapos second year mo, Global Business Management or International Business Management. So it's up to you. Pero kung gusto mo ng 1 year lang, Supply Chain Management, okay lang din naman. Only that you'll get 1 year PGWP.
Okay. And then also you have, kung let's say, for now, hindi pa decided na mag-take talaga ng 1 year plus 1 year or yung tweening program for Mohawk College, you can definitely decide naman once you arrived in Canada, at least bago matapos yung iyong 1-year program, so you can coordinate with the school if you want to add another 1-year program, and then we will or you need to process, of course, your visa extension para at least may valid stay ka on your second year of study.
Big check ka dyan, Tin. Tama yan. Pwede ka muna mag-enroll ng 1 year, tapos doon ka na mag-decide kapag nasa Canada ka na, ay gusto ko pa mag-aral ng 1 year. Padagdag ka, merong faculty and staff that would help you to assist you sa lahat ng mga maliit na bagay in processing the extension of your visa. Definitely.
Yes, perfect. So far po to our attendees or to our Facebook live viewers, baka po may mga other questions kayo or concerns kasi I think most of the questions I've received sa Facebook inbox are already answered sa presentation ni Sir Charleston, but if you have any questions, please feel free to ask it away para at least ma-address din po natin yan.
Pwede natin sagutin yung mga tanong na yan na na-address ko na. Pwede rin. Ano ba yung team?
Mostly for the program delivery or sa scholarship, and then of course the institution fees. So
Okay.
mostly thoroughly naman yung sa discussion or sa presentation po.
Pwede kayo mag-apply ng scholarship nyo pag doon na kayo sa Canada.
Yes, I think mas
yan ang
marami option.
Yes, yan ang ginagawa ng mga ibang Pinoy.
Okay, I guess you've already covered na po, Sir Charleston, yung ating or yung nabigay niyo ni mga most information na kailangan i-take note ng ating future students or ng ating international students for Canada. But just for final remarks, sir, do you have any final message to our viewers and to our attendees?
Ay, may question yata dito. Sir, si
Mhm.
Maurice Mercado. Sabi niya, Sir, BS Tourism grad ako sa Philippines. Pwede pa din ba sa Diploma of Tourism? Or can you suggest graduate certificate program? Thank you. How much is the tuition fee? Yes, you can either take pa naman yung tourism, which is a 2-year diploma, because this is more of an upscale of what you've learned as a tourism graduate in the Philippines. Kasi more on hands-on kanito, global na talaga. And of course, may associating bodies that would help you certify sa tourism industry ng Canada. So definitely you can look into that. Or depende, we have college graduate certificate programs. Pwede ka mag-global business management or international business management if you're a tourism graduate in the Philippines, depending on your purpose. For example, you want to know more the global business management setting because you're planning to put up an e-commerce, a business, a tourism business that it would be reach out globally. So depende talaga sa regions mo. That definitely, ma'am, Maurice, pwede ka rin kumuha ng graduate certificate. And
Okay.
of course, yung how about kung graduate ka ng BSBA accounting? Yes, we have business accounting programs that you may also consider. This is also a diploma program for you. Okay, you can either visit our website for that. This is uh, business accounting. All right, this is a 2-year diploma program. And what's good with this is yung um, it has a lot of career opportunities for you once you finish this program. You can either work in as an office administrator, or audit associate, or accounting and related clerk. Okay? So may merong affiliations ng program na to. Important update to CPA Canada Advanced Certificate in Accounting and Finance. Yan,
Okay.
pwede.
Mostly kasi if yung mga questions po for or sa ating mga viewers and attendees, if yung questions is mainly for what program you want to or kung anong program na gusto niyo i-take or anong pwede sa inyo for your visa application, definitely you can take any program na you gugustuhin nyo as long as you can definitely justify it for your study plan or doon sa iyong visa application to convince the visa officer that is definitely career-wise na magiging advantage nyo siya pagdating nyo or pagbalik nyo dito sa Philippines. So that doon yung papasok yung sa dual intent na kailangan ipakita natin sa visa officer pa din na yung program na kukunin nyo will be your advantage and makakapagbigay siya sa inyo ng more job opportunity pagbalik nyo dito sa Philippines. But of course, nandoon din yung intent na kaya tayo mag-apply for study visa application is you want to apply for your PR application. It's just that medyo crucial lang talaga itong sa first stage natin na kailangan mapa-approve muna natin yung inyong visa application and then mas madali na siya once you landed or entered Canada. So, pwede kayong kumuha ng any program na gusto nyo. Either it is related to your educational background or related sa inyong work experience or kung hindi naman siya related, how do you plan to justify it? So, as long as na may proper or ma-explain mo siya thoroughly sa iyong study plan, walang magiging problema.
Okay. Thank you, Tin, for that information. So I'd also like to answer the question of Mary Jane Pasqua. FB question niya. Sabi niya, 54 na raw siya. May pag-asa pa ba? Sa buhay, importante, huwag tayo mawalan ng pag-asa. Kasi si Canada naman, wala naman siyang age limit eh. As long as you feel you have the conviction that this program is for you, related just a work experience more, or even to your educational attainment, and of course, you are convincing enough kung ano nakasulat dyan sa statement of purpose for you, definitely ang Canada wala namang age limit. And of course, tanong niya rin kung may meron bang business law. We don't have, but we do have paralegal. Okay, you may search that in mohawkcollege.ca. It's a 2-year diploma. Okay, so of course you're familiar already with paralegal. The, kasi you'll be definitely representing clients in the Ontario Court of Justice. Okay. Yeah, you can also consider this program. All right. It's related to law then. Okay.
So mas may interested siya pala for more on law programs.
Paralegal, pwede siya doon.
Yes.
Yeah.
And speaking for our doon sa question po regarding sa age, just to share, we actually have students na-approve for visa at the age of 50 and 51. So age
Wow.
hindi siya ganoon magiging problem as long as doon talaga papasok or doon din talaga siya magfo-fall under kung paano mo ma-justify yung program na kukunin mo po. So kaya medyo crucial yung pagpili ng school and yung sa program and yung pag-justify noong iyong program na kukunin for your visa application. Kasi may mga schools na hindi naman sila PGWP eligible. So, doon medyo magiging critical kasi right after ng program nyo, kailangan nyo makahanap ng employer agad para at least magkaroon kayo or makapag-convert kayo for work permit. Pero kung papasok kayo sa PGWP eligible school, so most likely meron at meron kayong magiging pathway. Kasi right after ng program, you can definitely apply for the PGWP para makapag-work na kayo for full-time and of course, to apply for your PR application. We have a question regarding for the co-op, sir. Regarding for the partner companies located in Hamilton. I think
They are located within Hamilton lang. Hindi mo na kailangan mangibang bayan na sobrang layo kasi 'di ba within lang reachable within the area, within the Hamilton City lang yung mga partner premium employers namin. So kung magko-co-op ka, mag-OJT ka, malapit lang, in the area lang. Hindi naman pwede yung co-op mo isa Toronto. 'Di ba? Parang haggard naman yung everyday ka bumibiyahe. So our premium partner employers are located within the area, with the vicinity of the city of Hamilton.
And I believe Mohawk College also helps students naman kung saan sila mag-co-op or kung saan company sila eligible, pwede sila mag-enter for their co-op.
Correct, correct. That's right. Big check ka ulit dun ha. Yes, Mohawk College is programs that we offer are PGWP ready. And of course, Tin, may other question pa tayo dito. Sabi niya, pwede si Aynard Escoto del Puso. Sabi niya, Aynard, tanong mo to ha, this is your question. I hope you're listening. Pwede po bang makipag-exam ng IELTS nang hindi nagre-review? Sa buhay, sir, talagang pinaghahandaan natin. Kasi kung hindi tayo handa, tapos susulong tayo, dive tayo, baka hindi yun ang gusto nating results. For example, gusto mo mag-swimming, hindi ka handa, magda-dive ka lang, hindi ka naka-swimsuit, hindi ka naka-swimming trunk, mahirapan ka mag-swimming. Same thing din po kapag kukuha ka ng exam like IELTS, dapat ready tayo mentally, emotionally, physically, mind natin, nakatulog tayo ng maayos, nakapag-review tayo kahit paano, para naman kung kukuha tayo ng exam, kung anong exam man yan, hindi naman tayo, confident tayo na may papasa ko yan kasi naghanda ako. Versus to a person na hindi naganda at nakumuha lang ng exam. So maybe you'll consider that. Paghandaan natin lahat ng bagay, Aynard, definitely para makapasa tayo.
And just to add on lang po doon, since kasi IELTS, of course, hindi naman siya free and then may fee din siya na kailangan i-settle. Mas maganda talaga na at least prepared kayo para at least hindi kayo or ma-meet natin yung target score para at least maging tuloy-tuloy yung inyong application for the school.
Yes, tama ka. O kasi babayad kayo, parang hindi nyo ba nagtatapon ng pera ngayon, pandemic ngayon? Since babayaran mo yan, pagandaan mo na, sayang kasi laking pera din. But of course, for May 2020 intake, we accept Duolingo. Tin, I'm sure you're aware of that. Yung Duolingo, it's parang equivalent siya ng IELTS. Only that Duolingo is you can take it on the comforts of your home, sa laptop ka, nakaupo ka, nagmi-milk tea ka, you can take Duolingo and medyo mas mura yun, mga 2,300 lang yun. And the same time, meron silang practice tests, practice exam. A lot of my students, applicants, sir, nag-practice test mo muna kami before kami nag-take ng actual test sa Duolingo para at least familiar ka na. So far, pasadong-pasado naman nila yung Duolingo. So, apply na po kayo for May 2022 intake kasi accepted po ang Duolingo. And if your schools belongs to those exempted mag-provide na English requirements, which teen will provide you that information. Pa-consult na po kayo para malaman nyo kung exempted yung school nyo na college, doon ka nag-graduate ng college degree mo, exempted ka po to provide English requirements. Just present lang po Certificate of English as medium of instruction. Pwede nyo i-request yan sa registrar ng school nyo. Minsan sobrang bait pa nila, they'll give it to you for free. Or others like 50 pesos to 350 pesos lang. So definitely.
Okay, thanks for that, Sir Johnson. I think we've already covered related questions about the study visa or for the Mohawk College. So far, of course, we don't want to take much of your time.
Oh yes.
Sir Johnson, do you have any final message na lang for our viewers or sa ating attendees up for considering, of course, Mohawk College as their school?
Thank you guys for all your questions. I'm sure marami pa kayong questions dyan. Just contact TIN, Gateway to Canada. They have their Facebook page. I'm sure they have their messenger. Just drop a message there so that they'll provide you all the information that you need about Mohawk College. And hopefully we'll expect you there in my May 2022 intake. Next year na po, bago mag-election or within election, sana nakapunta na kayo dito sa Canada. And I'll see you there. And hopefully, you'll reach your Canadian dreams. So, i-claim na natin yan. Kaya saludo ako sa inyo, sa mga nagpursige at talagang pinush nila yung dream nila. And again, this is Jelson Salet, your in-market recruiter for the Philippines. I work directly in Mohawk College, and I'll definitely assist you with your application together with Tin from Gateway to Canada. Again, good morning. Lunchtime na po, kain na po, wag po magpagutom. Life is difficult, but the good thing is, wag po tayong susuko kung ano po yung mga dreams natin. Just keep doing it. And every time you fall, tayo lang. And of course, balik agad sa kung anong gusto mong goal na ma-achieve in life. Magandang hapon po. Hapon na, mag-noon time na eh. Okay. And God bless. Have a great
Thank
day.
you for your inspirational message, Sir Charleston. And of course, after nung webinar natin, if you have any questions or concerns sa ating attendees and sa ating viewers, please feel free to visit our website. That's www.gatewaytocanada.com. And you can also book your online appointment to one of our case managers para at least ma-discuss yung inyong pathway to immigrate sa Canada, para at least makapag-create kayo ng informed decision before starting your visa application. And of course, thank you all for joining us this morning. And we'll see you again next Saturday for another information session with about study visa and schools in Canada. Thank you guys for joining. Have a great day. Bye.